Yo, what's up guys, Kenny here. Got top 16 at the 3v3 YCS playing Runic Sprite. I was on stream twice, so you guys probably saw a little bit of my deck, but I'll go over the deck, go over some of the card choices, and I might do an in-depth profile later. Shout out to my stream at Kenny YGO. I'm uploading a deck profile from the YCS, and it's going to be on my own channel, so it's kind of funny. So before the video starts, I'd like to give a few shout outs. One to Sunny Hobbies, my sponsor, wearing the jacket right here. Check us out.
Hey.
Yep. And then shout outs to Cheetos, to Top Choice Gaming, and shout outs to Brian Calvin for teaming with me. Shout outs to Bruce Tom Gospel for the hotel. Shout outs to everyone here. So Ed Recording, Andy, Cal, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so for the sprites, I played 3 blue, 3 jet, carrot, and red. So just these amount, I don't play pixies or anything because these things are kind of like bricks, and like you want to use them one time, you want to leave them on the field, and then kind of protect them with your runic cards. So I don't want to play too many of them, and like you draw a lot post side because I side more runic cards. We'll go over that later. But you really just want to play the minimum amount because you're drawing through your deck a lot. And I was playing these at 2, but because you don't have alpha anymore, the grind game's kind of dead. So you really need all of them in rotation to keep going to your plays. So that's for the sprites, kind of standard. Next up, Beaver package, play Beaver, play 2 Angler. This is very clogging this deck, but I still need to play it because I feel like Spread needs a real target to send. You can't just send something random like a Soul Scissors or whatever. If you send like a real card, you actually get bodies, and this can like swarm the field. Most of the times I like going through my full combo, and if I resolve full combo, I end on like 5 monsters on field, smashers, fountain on field. They usually just scoop anyways. So like this is probably just the best thing. Like going first is just so broken because most people would just scoop against me whenever I resolve full combo anyways. Except for my future match, if you guys saw that one, that was kind of do not. Alright, and then 2 frogs, still playing the frogs because I didn't like this at first, I didn't play it at first, but then I kept losing the evenly match, so I had to play this just to like stop it, and people were playing like Eclipse and stuff too, so you still need Toad for like all the board breaking negates. It's pretty good. And then for my go second cards, I played Nibiru, Ash, and Permanence. And I also play 2 Sphere Mode, a Talents, and a 3 Evil Match. So these are the ones that, these are probably the best hand traps around the game. This is really good against Kashtira, probably FTK against Kashtira. I was expecting some Brandon Despia, that's why I threw in Ash, but I ended up playing none. But it's still Ash, so it was good. And Permanence, generic, against everything. I ended up playing going second cards as well, or like bomb cards for going second. Because if you go first and you draw them, you can always discard them off Hugin. So drawing going second cards, like strictly going second cards is fine. Because Hugin can always discard them, so they're not a big deal. But if you go second against any cash board right now, you can draw these bombs alone, and they can do the work by themselves. Where like you don't need to draw any combination of 2 cards together. You just have to draw one of this, and it's fine. Like day 1, we got a VIP, so we got a 2-round buy. But day 1, I lost 5 die rolls, so I didn't win a single die roll. And I was fear moding, evenly matching, and then winning the game like just off of 1 card. It was like probably the best choice I made. And I ended up cutting a sphere mode last minute for a talents because I didn't actually like sphere mode that much because I found that like when I was using my hand traps, it wouldn't make enough monsters for me to even sphere mode. But sphere mode ended up being MVP because I just never drew any hand traps for some reason. I just drew sphere mode by itself, and it just overperformed. So I kind of wish this talents was another sphere mode. I played 1 just so that I don't draw multiples. It's kind of a dumb reason. Don't follow with it, but I did kind of make that last minute. So like yeah, I wish I played another sphere mode over this. This wasn't that good. And then smashers, 3 starters, standard. And then we got the runic cards, 3 tip, 3 flashing fire, 3 freezing curses, and 3 smashers. Just the minimal amount. I don't really play that much because drawing a lot of them going second when there was all full combo isn't that really that good. But going first and going second, these are fine. And I side more because drawing a lot of runic cards when you go first, it's like almost FTK. But game 1, you don't know if you're gonna win the die roll or not, so these were perfectly fine. Especially fine for me too because I lost every die roll. So yeah, we can go into the side and I can explain a little bit more about that. As for the main deck, it's funny, 47 cards. Never played a deck this big, but the reason why I played 47 because a lot of people ask is because the runic cards they kind of act the same. They're all like the same things, and drawing any sprite is the same thing either. And that allowed me to play more tech cards because I really value the non-ending cards. I think they're like the best part of Sprite. Like I don't think anyone will say Sprite is broken. It's like always Sprite is broken because they drew Nib, Imperm, Beaver. Like without the Nib, Imperm, the Beaver doesn't do anything, right? So like I value the non-engine. Right, and then go for the extra first inside. 3 Hugin. I burn through them a lot. When you're doing the draw a million combo with all your runic cards, you cycle through a lot of them. So I ended up summoning 3 every time. A lot of people ask me why I don't want to play Jerry. Jerry's the one where it adds back Fountain. But I figured for this event, people wouldn't play things to destroy my fountain. My fountain never got cosmic, it never got destroyed because people were worried about like Cashtira playing Book of Eclipse and stuff. So people were playing like Sphere Mode, Lava Golem, Book of Eclipse, and Nibiru, and my fountain just never died. So I didn't think I need Jerry, so that's fine. And I wanted extra deck space too because I ended up cutting a lot of cards I wanted. But I think this was fine for the weekend. Then IP to Abramax, this is pretty good. I did it once. Access code to pop stuff because we don't have battle phase. Just to make a Toad sprint. I only play one because play Zeus also, which you can kind of make because you play a lot of Sprite and Beavers. But anytime they look at my extra deck, they just take away the Zeus by default. So I didn't even think I needed a second sprint. Phoenix, it was okay. You can ditch anglers and stuff. It's pretty good. And sometimes you want to get rid of Birth, which is really important in the grind game. So I ended up playing that. Unicorns, IB target, Toad, Sweeper, and then 2 Gigantics. And then on the side, got the second smashers. You should put it in when you go first. A lot of times, if they try to grind against you, you'll need a second one once you use your sprites. Because once you use the first one, it's actually really hard to clear cards because you don't have a battle phase. So I like a second one when I go first. 3 Lightning Storm and this. I didn't want to lose the Labyrinth. Ended up playing none, but it was there in case. This because of the tuner. Then I played 3 Barrier for Sword Soul. And I thought I was going to play Despia. And I didn't play any, so I didn't decide to send at all. And then I saw this too late against the 1 Sword Soul on stream. But that would have helped. Actually, I probably wouldn't because he had double evenly match, but it would have done something if I had this and he didn't have evenly match, obviously. Yep. And then part of the only spice of the deck is the more runic cards. It's like this, and this. So the explanation behind these, it looks really weird. I mean, it is, but you decided in when you go first. In this deck, anytime you see 2 or 3 runic cards, you end up drawing like crazy. Like you can see my board on stream too. I'll always end on like completely full combo. So instead of playing like going first cards such as like Solemn Judgment or whatever, you kind of have to rely on having a good hand, or else Solemn Judgment isn't that good. And you have to rely on like if you decide like strictly going first cards such as like Summon Limit too. Like if you don't have a good hand with Summon Limit is not that good. If you don't have a good hand with Solemn, it's not that good. But instead of doing that, I'd rather just play engine cards, so I have a good hand every time. And then I end with like Toad and Carrot with 6 cards in hand, and that's better than Solemn Judgment or something like that, in my opinion. Just overwhelming them with advantage. And that's why I decided the runic cards. And I didn't think there was any other matchup that I wanted to cover, and this was really generic. So that's it for their profile. Cool. Alright, and I'll see you guys next time.